Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 4 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last episode, we went through Necrosaro's palace, and I went back to Endor, dropped some stuff off of the vault, and then went through the palace again, and ended up here at the base of Necrosaro's mountain. Used the Baron's Horn to summon the wagon to my party, so then that way I can switch these characters out, and I can switch characters in the final battle of Necrosaro, which will start when we get to the top of this mountain here. It's a straight shot up, and there were actually random encounters in here. In my test run, I didn't run into any, so I didn't think there were. So yeah, it's a real short dungeon, you can't really get lost, so yeah, I was not surprised I didn't run into any encounters during my test run. But here we have the final encounter of the game, Necrosaro. It is a 7-stage battle. I'll put each phase, their hit points, on the left here as we shift through phases. So Necrosaro, for most phases, attacks twice. For the first two phases, he's just going to be basically using physical attacks, and you'll see why, because I mean he has two swords. But then he'll start morphing into more of a spellcaster, casting multi-targeting spells using like fierce breaths and stuff like that. In addition to some physical attacks as the battle goes on. So, the one thing that stinks about this is that every time he changes phases, you have to reapply buffs and debuffs. So, Cosmo, for the most part, is going to be, the first turn of each phase, will be using the Sword of Decimation to cast Sap on Necrosaro to lower his defense. As you can see, we put Ragnar and Alena in our party because they're the heavy hitters, so they'll be doing a lot of damage with their physical attacks. Even more once Cosmo uses that Sap spell from the Sword of Decimation. He has about 25% resistance to Sap, so you pretty much have a good chance of landing it every time you use that Sword of Decimation. And like I said, it really increases the amount of damage that your physical characters, Cosmo, Ragnar, and Alena, are going to do. For your fourth character, you can usually switch out a mage one. Right now, I'm using Nara at the beginning because he's kind of susceptible to fire right now at these beginning phases, and Nara does a lot of damage with her single targeting Blaze Most spell. At phase 4, we're probably going to switch in Brey, because at that point, from that point forward, Necrosaro seems to have better resistance against fire and less resistance against the crack group of spells, which is Blaze like Blizzard type spells. Plus, Brey will be really good in the final phase because he'll be casting the By-Kill spell. By-Kill, doubles the attack power of our physical attackers, and at the final phase, Necrosaro has a regeneration of 100 hit points per round, so really important that we increase our ability to deal a lot of damage. So I gave Cosmo the Sage's Stone to heal up. He'll mainly be using that. One of our characters, need to heal. Didn't have to use it too much until this phase here when Necrosaro started using spells. You can see why he has to start casting spells, because he lost his two arms from phase 1 and 2. So, but not as bad as what he's going to lose right now. His head. Yeah, in phase 3 he loses his head. Phase 4 now he's going to, like I said, he's going to change. He's going to change colors. And like I said, it also seems like he switches his resistances. He doesn't seem to resist, he seems to resist fire much better, and doesn't resist Blizzard's type spells, the Crack family of spells. So we're going to switch Nara in for Brey. Brey's going to hop out of the wagon, start casting some Blizzard spells, and occasionally he'll also cast the By-Kill spell to help our characters. But like the debuffs, the By-Kill spells will have to be reapplied to characters each phase. So, yeah, I think he has like a 75% chance to avoid it, but you can put Necrosaro to sleep. I think the Toolistic speedrun does that. So Ragnar's gonna try to sometimes, throw that Sword of Lethargy up. But we deal enough damage to him to transform him to phase 5. And he grows 2 new arms. So keep doing the same stuff that we're doing. I was gonna put Nara back in, but actually put Nara in. The Blizzard is really, really good on phases 4 and 6. For some reason, he sometimes seems to resist it pretty well on phase 5. So that's why I was just gonna move Brey out for this thing, but actually put the wrong character in. But that's okay. Nara's fine. She can hit pretty hard with the Metal King sword, and even if she didn't, like I said, she could potentially put Necrosaro to sleep. So it would have worked out if she would have done that, but it didn't. It's okay. Alena's going good with 2 terrible blows there, and we transition into phase 6, where he gets new legs, strong, like bigger feet and more deadly looking. And once again, he is, at this phase, he's really susceptible to the Blizzard spells, so we'll want to throw Brey back in. And then, like I said, hope he casts either the By-Kill spells or the Blizzard spells. Once again, try to use the, use the Sage's Stone when you need to heal characters up. Necrosaro can go twice in a round, and he can sometimes cast, like I said, 2 spells at a time, so... But luckily, he's just going physical. If things get really, really bad, remember Cosmo has the Heal Us All spell, which restores everybody's to max hit points. So, but for now, he's doing okay with just using the Sage's Stone. But now that he's in the green, might want to throw up that Heal Us All spell. So, because once we get to the 7th phase, that's when he's going to get regeneration. He's going to get 100 points of regeneration per round. So we don't have a lot of time to be doing healing. Basically, this is the phase where I had so much trouble with my 4-mage party. Just dealing more than 100 damage per round was really, really tough. Luckily, I've been using Brey for a lot of boss battles, so the AI in Brey knows that when characters have a lot of hit points to cast the By-Kill spell. So that's the only bad thing though about that is sometimes he doesn't want to cast the By-Kill spell because this phase of Necrosaro has a tendency to use the freezing Ray, which removes all your buffs. So Brey don't like to cast the buff only to have it be taken away. At least he's smart enough to know that he has the freezing wave, not to attack him with direct magic, because this phase starts off by casting the bounce spell on itself. He could remove the bounce spell with Cosmo using the Zenithian sword to remove that. So that's one thing to get around that. But for the most part, magic isn't really good against this phase. Nara, if you put her in the party, she always will cast the Be Dragon spell to use the Dragon Breath. Yeah, you can see right now, Brey's a little hesitant about using that By-Kill because Necrosaro tends to want to use that Freezing Ray and remove all our buffs. But in the bonus episode, I'm going to use a code to take the AI away, and just to show like how much easier it is when you can control your AI and have everyone do what you want them to do. You don't have to rely on what the AI learned throughout the game. But yeah, Brey was nice right there. He cast the By-Kill spell on Ragnar. Now Ragnar will be doing a lot of damage. Of course, the best is when you cast it on Alena, because she has those stiletto earrings, so she can attack twice in a round. That's really good when she gets a critical hit. She has been getting quite a few of those critical hits, so critical hit rage is pretty good there. There he is. Brey's casting By-Kill again, and he does. Not that it's going to help because Ragnar finishes Necrosaro off. Grr, is this my end? I'm melting. My body is melting. I'm burning. My body is melting away. Ugh. We have defeated the ruler of evil, but he's a load-bearing boss. So the mountain starts crumbling when he falls. What are we gonna do? We're going to be saved by the Master Dragon, who swoops in, grabs us, takes us back to safety in Zenithia Castle. I'm Master Dragon. I oversee the war from this castle. Cosmo, the hero, a Zenithian and human descendant. Thanks to you and your friends, the secret of evolution, along with Necrosaro, has been driven deep down to the abyss of the world. With a threat, peace has returned again. Ragnar, your performance was splendid. Alena, you performed with bravery and courage. Brey and Cristo, I commend your devotion to Alena and your contribution to the quest. Nara, I'm sure your father will be proud of you. Taloon, continue to benefit the world and its people with your genius and trade. And Cosmo, you proved to be an extraordinary leader. You won't have to return to the Oath. I shall allow you to live with us in this Zenithian castle. Huh? What's wrong? You wish to return to Earth with them? Very well, I will honor your wish. The friendship which has grown among you during this journey is so firm, no one can ruin it. Cosmo, I assure you. And now we just walk around Zenithian Castle and talk with all the folks here. Oh, Cosmo, you're the true hero. You shouldn't underestimate human courage. It's a good thing we don't have to have the key to open these doors. They open automatically, because remember, we left the final key back in Endor's vault. And you don't have to talk with these people, but like I said, I want to show off all the dialogue. You lack wings, yet you defeated the ruler of evil. Hard to believe. Very impressive. Very. Why don't you stay here and live with us? Oh, Cosmo, you're the true hero. Yeah, those people block the stairway there, so they kind of force you to go around through the castle to talk with people. But like I said, you don't have to talk with them if you don't want to. Let's be friends from now on. We always tried to be friends. Twirl, twirl, pieces return to the world, but your sister kept saying, don't talk with humans. Not all humans are bad. Don't you think so, Lita? I agree, sister. Well, that's good. Now we've, restored some friendships there with, like, the elf folks. So we're talking with the scholars here. They'll have some new books to write, based on our adventures. I'll be busy. I have to add this latest event to the history. History of Cosmo. Upon reflection, I think Necrosaro was unfortunate too. Your words will be recorded here and be handed down to future generations. And if you want to learn more about Cosmo, go to MartyMousehouse.com. Look at some of the old archives of Cosmo. Here's the black rat with the tummy button. Here's a cutie. So let's head down here and talk with Lucia, the dragons. You defeated the second ruler of evil. Incredible. Yeah, he blocks you from going outside to fall down that hole to get back to the world. There's Doran, the dragon, who will accompany us for a little bit. Cosmo and others, I'll always be proud that I traveled with you. Rugan. Thank you very much. I won't have to watch people suffer anymore. Everything turned out fine. Way to go, Cosmo. And all your friends. Look at the Earth people faces, joyous faces. We'll be heading down there a little bit. Cosmo, even though you don't have a father or a mother, you have such fine friends. Everyone, please be true friends to Cosmo forever. Sob song. Yeah, it's weird. Like, you thought you might meet your mother up here, because remember, after your father died, she came back up here. Well done. I think better of you now. But, yeah, because like, if your mother saw you, then she'd really be proud, but you don't run into her at all, so. You're leaving, aren't you? Take care. Your balloon and wagon are outside, and once you step outside here, that'll transition into the ending sequence, so we'll do that in our next episode. Yeah, they won't let you cast return to jump around, so you basically have to see this ending sequence, so that's what we'll do in our next episode. Take care, have a good one, thanks for following along. Bye.